We will talk about VIP protection. I know many of you are wondering how comes that Mama Sarah Obama had a police post in her compound, and immediately she died, the police post was dismantled. One thing I want to say is that at the lowest level of a police formation is a police post. Then is a police patrol base. I'll start that one again. At the lowest level of a police formation is a patrol base. This one is a temporary one, but Mama Obama's compound was a police post. Then from a police post we have a police station. Then police division headed by sub-county police commander. Then county police command. Then regional police command, and then vigilance house. So the lowest is a patrol base, but Mama Sarah Obama's was not a patrol base, it was a police post. The difference is there are various, we can say patrol base is the smallest police station, and police post is the medium police station, and then a police station is a big police station. But a police post has to be gazetted in the Kenya Gazette. A patrol base is not. So Mama Sarah Obama's compound was gazetted as a police post, and once she died, it immediately ceased being a police post. Why? It is because it was gazetted to protect her, and when she died, her security was not a threat anymore. You'll also see that President Moi, the second president, and obviously President Kibaki, but I would emphasize on President Moi. He had various homes. He had a home in Kibra, he had a home in Kabarak, and so on. But I'm talking about Kabarak because when he retired, he was given, just like Uhuru has been given, staff. And the staff includes security. Now what happens is that there are some security officers and even some staff whom he had a personal connection. Some were over 70 years old, but they were still guarding him or they were still working for him. Now when he died, those who were still below retirement age were reassigned duties relevant to their training and experience in the civil service. For example, a driver would be taken back to drive somebody else. A bodyguard would be taken to be a bodyguard of somebody else, or even be taken to a police station. But those who are over 70, over retirement age, are these people who Moi trusted his life with them. So these ones, after they reached retirement age, the government contracted them on contract terms. So when Moi died, their contract, you see they sign a contract maybe once a year, so they are just told to go home and they'll be paid in full, but once their contract is over, that is it. Now, Mama Sarah Obama was given VIP protection because anybody touching her would be touching the then sitting American president. You see, when we were trained for VIP protection, we were told that VIP protection is not just the very important person. There are those people who are very close to the VIP. If something happens with them, obviously, The VIP may even be affected more than if the VIP himself or herself had been touched. So VIP protection is extended to those who are dear to the VIP. Now she was given the VIP protection because she was a close relative to a sitting American president. Then Obama retired. Between the day Obama retired to the time when Mama Sarah died, she was still under protection. I'm going to talk about various levels of protection, VIP protection. But you see, it's like you being, because you are closely related to a VIP on level 1, the VIP retires and goes to level 2, or you are closely related to a VIP on level 3, and then the VIP goes one rank below, you still enjoy state protection or state security, but yours also goes down a bit. But before I start talking about the various levels, I have to inform my listener or viewer that the levels I'm going to give, 1 to 3, are general levels. You may find that once you retire, you're supposed to go one level below. But due to, you know, when you have exceptional circumstances, the National Security and Advisory Committee will sit down and review your security. And it will not necessarily fit in the 1 to 3. For example, Matiang'i and Njeru were both ministers in Uhuru government. They have retired. Njeru's security is not as much of a threat as Matiang'i, because Matiang'i was in charge of national security. So you may be of the same level with me when we retire, but with the exceptional cases, you may even be living in a place where there is insecurity and such things. So, but this guidance I'm going to give is general. If you feel, or if the National Security and Advisory Committee feels that your security should be enhanced, then it is not a must that they must follow the guidance. Now, Mama Sarah Obama's security was done by Kenya Police, but it was not a Kenya Police security issue. It was the American security issue. What happened is the American government approached the Kenya government. This is what in Kiganjo is taught as a hire of police for private use. Even you yourself, if you want a police officer, uniformed or not uniformed, armed or not armed, you go to the sub-county police commander, you fill in a form, and then you are given a rate. You are told, a police officer of this rank, you are charged this per day. And if you want to have that police officer for the rest of the year, that is, your pocket will talk. And different ranks, they get different payment. And if you want the police officer to be in uniform, you'll have to pay different from if the police officer is in civilian. And you'll also pay more if the police officer is armed or if the police officer is not armed. So the American went and told filled in the police. It is called a form for hire police officer for private. So the American filled in that, and they were paying the Kenya government to have that. When Mama Sarah died, she was no longer a security risk, so it was withdrawn. I can suspect that Dr. Auma may be having some security arrangements because she is a close relative to retired President Obama. As for the rest of the family, you can see Malik. I think that is the last person anybody would extend security to because of the way he is. Now let us go to security of serving and retired people. At the apex of the VIP protection, you can say grade 1 That is serving heads of state. Those ones are given security of a high level, serving heads of state, Kenyan head of state and visiting heads of state. On the second tier is which you can say level 2, is that of the vice president of a country, or a deputy head of state of a country, vice president of a country, deputy president of either Kenya or South Africa. We have prime ministers, and by prime minister I am going to include a prime cabinet secretary. That is level 2. It is not as strong as level 1. And then again on this level 2, we have retired presidents. Now, when you go to embassies, when you go to airports, the VIP lounge in the airports, and you are a retired president, you go to the second tier VIP lounge. Retired president or retired heads of state, serving serving vice president, serving deputy president, serving prime ministers. They are supposed to go that. But you may find that in some countries like Kenya, there could be a silent war, or maybe the deputy president may want to show that he is senior to cabinet, prime cabinet secretary. So you may find that maybe it is they are on the same level, but the one for the DP is slightly more than the one for the prime cabinet secretary, but usually that is a level. So retired heads of state will, when they come to our country or any country, they are accommodated at VIP lounge for tier 2. Now, when people in the tier 2, the deputy head of state, the vice president, the deputy president, the prime minister, the cabinet, if they retire, then they are taken to the tier 3, VIP tier 3. Now, VIP tier 3 is for the cabinet ministers. We do not have tier 4, but even if we had, it is not applicable, because how many former cabinet ministers do we have in Kenya alone, leave alone the whole country? So that is how security is. And Kabarak and other places which belonged to Daniel Arap Moi are still under state guarding, but the kind of security is so much scaled down as compared to when he was alive. That is how VIP protection is.